Here is the original grandstand at Box Hill City Oval. Obviously had a lot of makeovers to what it looks like today, but this will probably be one of the last times you ever see it. Probably one of the last videos of this grandstand. It's going to be demolished very, very soon. Some people used to call it a bus stop. Obviously with the redevelopment of the grandstand, which originally this grandstand was the same size as Sandringham's in the VFL. They built the new social room, which took away probably a good 50% of it. There was only a few rows left, and as you can see, we've got five rows left of this grandstand. Obviously, not a huge one, probably held about 200 people after the redevelopment, which was done in the 70s. Here's the original stone. So this grandstand was originally built in 1937. Really, really beautiful grandstand, this one, when it was originally done. And then obviously got a bit of a change with the new social room, which is just up there. But yeah, some great memories in this grandstand for a lot of the inside of the rooms, as you can see, getting very close to all being bulldozed very, very soon. So this was used obviously for the AFLW for the first year that Hawthorn were here. And they've built some really, really nice lockers, which unfortunately will be demolished as part of this demolishment. So this building, as I mentioned, was split into two. So originally this part here was originally part of the original grandstand. So there was seating in this part here, but they turned it into a social room, I think in the mid-80s. So this is what they built. They didn't have the room over there back then, so the only social room they had was here, and they were able to have a few tables in here to have a social function. Here's some of the Box Hill Cricket Club honour boards, which are probably going to be taken away very, very soon by the Box Hill Cricket Club. And of course, here was the famous bar, which was run by loyal volunteers of the Box Hill Footy Club. So great to see. Here's a little side view of the grandstand. As you can see, this is probably the best way to see how big the grandstand used to be. So if you look just in this brickwork here, that grandstand there, you would have went all the way back to this door here. So that's how big the grandstand used to be. And obviously, yeah, it's lost a bit of size over the journey, but the memories will live on. Here's the famous White House at Box Hill City Oval. This is where all the coaches' boxes were. The admin facilities used to be for a period of time as well. And this is all going to get bowled over in the next probably few months. It's got the coaches' boxes up in here, which you can see up in there. It's an old sort of weatherboard sort of building inside. Very ornate. Definitely served its purpose. And as you walk up here, you'll see where the 94.1 FM 3WBC commentary team commentated from, which was our home for almost 20 years, commentating from this position up here. The great man Ed still used to say to us, we've got the best seat in the house, and I tend to agree with that. As you can see, nice little vantage point looking over the top of Box Hill City Oval. And this is the White House. Absolutely great building, serves its purpose for the Box Hill. Here's the famous merchandise shop at Box Hill City Oval. This caravan's probably, I reckon, about 15 years old. It was run by a loyal volunteer in Brenda Hooper, who sadly passed away a few years back. But Brenda was a loyal servant of the Box Hill Footy Club and spent many, many hours in this merchandise shop serving all the loyal Box Hill supporters. It's a great little shop, something different. I like it. It's a bit quirky on the VFL calendar. When you drop into Box Hill City Oval, see the old caravan. It's very nice inside. It's got some nice cabinets and things like that. But I'm not too sure what's going on if this is staying as part of the redevelopment. But it's definitely an icon of Box Hill City Oval, that's for sure. Here's the old canteen at Box Hill City Oval. It's an absolute ripper. This won VFL Rewind Cannon in a year a couple of times. It used to be, as you can see, there used to be originally Mission Brown, and they gave it a spruce up a couple of years ago. But I tell you what, this was a place to get the best hot dogs with cheese for about 10 or 15 years. This canteen used to kick goals. Not so much of recent, unfortunately, but it's definitely serves its purpose, this canteen. And yeah. Here's the Box Hill social room facility, which was built in the early 2000s. It holds the club's social rooms and also the function centre. And it's also got a little museum in here to your right. We'll go in and have a bit of a look. Famous old Box Hill jumper they used to wear through the 70s and 80s and 90s. An absolute ripper of a jumper. Here's all their life members at the Box Hill Footy Club. And here's the history of the Box Hill Footy Club. Some great trophies in the cabinet.
A lot of reserve premierships. It's another one of their great trophy cabinets with their original jumper they used to wear. I love this jumper. Hopefully they wear it again one day. I love it. With the brown, with the gold V and the Mustang on it. There's one of their premiership teams as well. Some really, really good trophy cabinets. All their 100-game players. Here's a trophy cabinet with all their premiers trophies. So they've got the three recent premiers trophies here, which absolutely look phenomenal. Some really, really good history as well in the trophy cabinets as well.
It's going to stay, and it's going to have a synthetic running track around it as well. If you look over here, you'll be able to see the coaches' boxes that were built, I think, in the early 2000s. There's 3 rooms in there, and the away team uses that. So that will obviously remain as is because it's in very, very good condition. So here's a little pan of the ground, and obviously over here to your right is the scoreboard, which will stay as part of the redevelopment.